This is Andrew Cannon giving my final budget report. I'm going to get back here to screen one. This is my main screen. As you can see here, I have my approved cost, what I went in for my budget. Budget going in, I had about $65,000, and then I utilized $60,730 worth of it. Some of my points of emphasis is that every year 2 boys sports will get new uniforms, and then also 2 girls sports will get new uniforms. To kind of keep this streamlined, the football team got new uniforms this year. Girls soccer got new uniforms. And then the cross country, both boys and girls got new uniforms. There's going to be a lot of things in here that some items that can be shared based on the timing of seasons. And then there are going to be some items in here based on judgment of current condition and use. So to keep this kind of brief, I only utilized $60,000. I wanted to give myself a cushion just in case. Kind of like a rain check or something to keep in the future, a little contingency plan just in case I need more money. And if you can tell, this is a rather large program, 21 sports. All right, so let's go ahead and get moving on this. My football wish list is right here. You'll notice on each of my sports that you will have the item, quantity, unit price, total. I was going to write the rationale in here, but I didn't. So instead, I'll be talking to you about most of them, and then the approved total. Okay, so if you look at it, I'm going to be talking about the ones that are highlighted in red. Those are the ones that I denied. First one here is the award helmet decal. I think that they can be taken care of by the boosters. I think it's extra. Camp shirts can also be taken on by Booster Club, I would think. And then also the pullovers and the bucket hats for the coaches can also be taken care of by the Booster Club. To back up a little bit, my budget model is combination, so it's zero-based. That's why I have such a large, I just gave it all into a general fund, athletic budget fund, and then also we kind of depend upon our boosters quite a bit. Okay, so football, yes, a lot, but it is a sport that requires a lot, especially the uniforms. The uniforms are just about $9,500, so that's quite a bit. All right, moving on. I got to keep this brief and keep it moving. Boys basketball. I think anything with a duffel or a backpack that they've requested, that needs to be purchased by the players. And then, of course, these are jerseys. It's not there for jerseys. And a gun rebounding shooting system. We already have one at our school, and both the boys and girls basketball teams utilize it. Next is boys tennis. Once again, there's training pants. There's the uniforms. It's just not their year for uniforms. There's a backpack, I think, that can be taken care of by the Booster Club. And then a backboard. Maybe in the future we can get one of these, but I think as of right now, we can use the side of a building or some other flat surface that will work just as well. Next is cheerleading. On cheerleading, once again, a lot of this, warm-ups and uniforms, just not their year. Our tumbling mats are in great condition. I did approve the hair bows and the pom-poms. Next is a softball wish list. We already have a pitching machine. It works just fine. An optional transportation card or a transport card. I can only guess what that is. Not much reason was given with it. So it had the word optional in it. So automatically took that off. And then replacement poles for fence. Our poles are just fine. So we do not need to replace any. Next is boys golf. I denied 3 out of the 4 things. This is a type of jersey. It's not their year. A golf cart rental for coach. That's ridiculous. If the boys are walking, coach can walk with them. And then the bags, they should be able to provide their own equipment to play golf. Cross country, ignore these 4 that are in red. They should not be in red. Those are the uniforms they've been approved for. The only thing that I didn't approve is the warm-ups. Once again, I think if they talk to the boosters or do some fundraising, they could buy that on their own. Next is marching band. The shoes, ew, that's gross. We don't need to be reusing shoes every year, plus the differential in sizes every year. And then also the folio folders. I don't think those are needed as well. I did go back. We had a little bit of a surplus that I wanted to use, and they got flags. Okay, next is girl swimming. Once again, swimsuit, that's a uniform, not their year. Warm-up, Booster Club could probably take care of that. And then a backpack, once again, they need to pay for that on their own, or they need to ask the booster club to fundraise. Next is girls soccer. Once again, it's their turn for jerseys. I denied this goal. I think our goal is in working condition, both of them. I don't think we need to buy new ones. There's only quantity 1, but I know we need 2 for soccer, and 2 of those together is almost $10,000, and there's just not room in the budget this year. Next one is girls volleyball. These banner things, I understand, but that needs to be taken care of through the booster club. Some of these items down here also booster club items, and then some of this in here is different uniforms and stuff, and there's a bag that can be booster club. It's just not their year for uniforms either. And then knee pads, those need to be purchased by the players. Next is boys soccer. Our practice nets are fine. A field striper already approved it for the girls soccer program so they can share, and then also not their turn for uniforms. Next is baseball, not their turn for uniforms. Catcher's mitt, the boys going in know what position they play usually. They can purchase their own mitts. Catcher's gear, we already have plenty of catcher's gear. It's just not the year for it. Pitching machine, no. We already have a pitching machine that operates just fine. Coaching staff, I assume that was supposed to be their stipend. That's already in a different budget, so no. And then the once scoreboard, no. We already have one. The field's fine, and our batting cages are fine as well. Field hockey, I denied a field hockey machine. I think that we can utilize other methods instead of that. And then, of course, with the training tool as well, I think they should be fine there. Girls tennis, I denied this tennis ball machine because the boys got approved, so they'll share it. They're in opposite seasons. Then this is a uniform. It's not their turn for uniforms. And then a backpack, once again, they need to fundraise, purchase it themselves, or ask the boosters. Next is boys volleyball, jersey, shorts. That is not their turn. First aid kit is provided by the nurse, and that's in her budget. A target challenger, I don't think we need it. They can just practice a different way. Training machines the same way. It's just really expensive. Not in the budget this year. And then athletic tape, once again, the nurse provides that, school nurse, and that's in her budget. Next is wrestling. For this one, I did approve the mats and the wall padding. We needed new ones. Wasn't looking very good. And then I also approved the headgear. Some of this other stuff, once again, not their turn for uniforms or warm-ups. They can purchase Booster Club or fundraising. Exercise bike and treadmill, I think, are just optional. I understand I understand what they need them for, but it's not in the budget. Next is women's basketball. Once again, uniforms and stuff like that. It's not their year. Duffel bag, they can purchase it. Ask the Booster Club, fundraise. Same with practice stuff. They're fine there. Practice stuff works well. And then the gun, we have one that'll work just as well. Okay. Girls lacrosse, I actually approved everything. It wasn't that bad, and I thought everything was necessary. No uniforms on there, so they're really good. They did a good job. Next sport is going to be boys track. The only thing I denied were starting blocks. We got plenty of those. Hurdles, we have plenty of hurdles in great condition. We just bought some a couple years ago. And then a pole vault package. Our pole vault package is fine. It's operational the way it is. And then our last sport is girls track. Whoever created this wish list combined men's and girls. So anything men's was automatically denied. It's not their turn for uniform. Starting blocks, like I said, with the boys, were good. I did purchase some javelins. And then the batons I already approved with the boys. Since it's the same track season, they can all share, and they'll be fine with that. So that is my final budget. Any questions, feel free to email me. I want to take you back to this. This is my first screen. Once again, the points of emphasis of it and then approved cost with a little bit of cushion, as you can tell, between the actual budget and the total budget. Thank you.